Do the twist. Take me by my little hand and go like this. Yeah, twist. Baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this. Come on, little miss, and do the twist. My daddy is sleeping and mama ain't around. Yeah, daddy's just sleeping and mama ain't around. We're gonna twist it, twist it, twist it till we tear the house down. Come on and twist. Yeah, baby, twist. Ooh, yeah. Just like this. Come on, little miss.
Right, thank you for that. Let's flip the coin. Let's check the coin, and let's keep the coin. And welcome to week number 4 in the NATTS Season 10. And here we are, bravely in the VGP Division, where we have ourselves a wee bit of a treat here. Yes, it's your favourite matchup when it comes to World of Pain or World of Misadventure. It's Elves versus Dwarves. It's a grudge match, truly. I can say this time here, it's not just your ordinary elves, it's the pro elves, so it's the sidestepping little buggers you all love to hate. And of course, wearing one of the more nauseating outfits, of course, is the dwarves, but then again, you know, because of all their crazy skills, they're rather nauseating to start with anyway. So what have we got here? Week 4, as we're starting to discover here, who's getting lucky and who, quite frankly, is getting teabagged. Let's get this started in here. Look, 3 rerolls for everybody. So Pro Elves have 4 rerolls and nothing else. And of course the Dwarves, well, they've got the fame, they've got extra drink, and they've got an apothecary. What else do they want? How about ball handling skills? That'd be a great idea. So far the Elves are doing a lot of exceptional push me, push you. As you can see here, when it comes to the, couple of skill ups they've got appearing around here. They've got the odd dodge, they've even got a movement upgrade, and of course they've got one actually extremely skilled player. Let's see how long he lasts. And yeah, you can see here, yes, pass block. You have a novel skill not often used, but it does have technically some use in the odd occasion where you might just be in just the right spot and no one's actually paying attention. Well, so far, pretty much flawless turn from the view of the Elves there. They've got the ball in, nothing else has gone wrong. And now it's time for the Dwarves to, well, press back in, try and tie up these prancing little buggers and see if they can do any damage. How about you, Sunshine? That's a great start to the game for the Dwarves right off the bat. First block, it's a 136. And then it's followed by a good solid fist. Of course, clearly, any defective elf, he's still alive. Anyone else want to get involved? How about you? Like you see, yeah, typical game here. The Dwarves just cannot walk away without, trying to put a couple of good solid punches in. How about you? Alright, he's down. And that's about it. And you can see here, he's keeping 2 stragglers in the rear. Now, just in case they can dream of actually chasing someone down. Of course, that's always quite the dream, isn't it, when you're a dwarf? Now, surprisingly, here we are, Game 4 of the season here in the VGP Division. As you can see, it's a Pro Elf team that, believe it or not, actually has a reserve. That's right. They're already not having to spend away. Having our fun with technical difficulties. I gotta love trying to use a near mouse. Well, it's amazing what you can do with a spot welder. Anyway, Pro Elves taking the time on this drive here. What the Dwarves once again are trying to get stuck in so they can actually, hopefully punch a couple of Elves down. There we go. Out of sheer frustration, it's a one-die block, but of course, as is mentioned before, because the Dwarves have so many starting skills, one-die block with their rerolls is really not much of a risk, is it? Here come the elves. Solid hit. What the?
Look, you stupid bastard, you've got no arms left. Yes, I have. Look, just a flesh wound.
Well, it's a quick use of the apothecary, and the elves have actually gotten away with getting an early injury. Well, that makes life very refreshing here for the elves. Look, they've actually gotten somebody. And of course, here we go, the power of AG4. And this is what ends up happening to most of the Dwarven team. You're patiently waiting for him to roll a sucking one. Otherwise, quite frankly, it's lots of push me, push you. As everyone just gleefully and joyfully just dodges away. And there you go, the only challenging dodge finally rolls a 1. He decides to re-roll that one, and off he goes. Anyone else? No, that's it. And now the Dwarves have to do, again, you know, what they have to do. Tag up a couple of players, and hope for a couple more ones. Well, the Dwarves are looking forward to when they actually get their turn. Tagged up, tagged up. Everybody's getting tagged up. How about you? How'd you like to meet me Fist? It's a good friend of mine. And once again, the elf survives. Here we go. Frenzy away. Motley's down. But once again, the elves, well, have an easy time of it. Turn 4. And it's about around this time here the elves are saying, well, mate, it's time to finally score this thing. Well, there you go. The pleasure of a 1. Have a double 1.
Anything to declare?
Yeah, don't go to England.
Well, not what the elves are playing for, and suddenly, this is the turn the Dwarves have been waiting for. A double 1, that's it. And now they can finally, this turn, get to work. Well, they've been rewarded with a bell, now they're hoping for a good, sweet injury. Now, just a stun. How about you? How'd you like to meet me first? It's a dear friend of mine. At this point here, the Dwarves have decided, you know what, let's actually try and get this stinking ball. And trust me, this is a really good idea. About time!
I have a cunning plan that cannot fail.
Apparently that plan is go get the ball. Alright, 2 of them, they've got it nicely marked up. Who wants this ball? Not you? Right, where's the runner? Ow. Well, that's rather cunning, he's all the way on the other side of the field. What's he doing over there? There's the clever one-die block, and for once he actually finds a player with a matching skill. Well, the Pro Elves now have an interesting problem. They've definitely got to get this thing back. Rewarded with another 1 in 36. Wow, this is becoming one of those days, isn't it? Oh, here's the ball bounce to. Not bad of a bounce. You can definitely get this one. And there's a cheeky dodge. And there's a cheeky trip. And there's a cheeky fall. And there goes the ball. Oh, this is it. This is going to become the great scramble to see who actually ends up with this football here. And the Dwarves have definitely decided, right, gotta swarm, gotta get this. Come on, lads. You know you can do it. And he's bringing over the run here. He's hoping he can actually get this thing. More solid punching. It's a stun. He'll take it for now. How about you, Sunshine? It's a fantastic bounce there for the Dwarves. Should be a reasonable recovery. And he decides not to actually try and risk picking up the ball. Well, you're dealing with an elf team. That might be a big mistake right there. And it's a wonderful hit. Absolutely wonderful. And well, that's two things now seem to be going on. Dwarf. Oh, there we go, turn 6. Can the Pro Elves actually recover this one? They're going to have to get the ball and just throw it away. There's a big risk. One die block. Up, someone's actually paying attention to the cast. Yep, runners don't start with block. Well done there, lad. Well, that's what happens when you don't take the chance to actually pick up the ball with your hands. You had 2 cracks at it. And now you've let the elves go get the bloody ball. He's got it. There's a quick throw. And of course he's got it. And he's gone. Good night, sweetheart. Well, turn 6, and the Dwarves are suddenly realising the error of their ways. Can they actually get this ball back? It's nowhere near them, so they've decided, you know what, we're going to resort to what we do best, and that's just hitting things. And there's a valuable lesson to you usually against any elf team. Guarding the ball is one thing, but holding the ball is something else. And when you had your hands, you should have taken your 2 rolls to try and pick the bloody thing up. But, oh well. There's always another drive. Dwarves can see if they can actually cover this one. It's a good old pursuit by the Troll Slayer. And they've quite soundly got this one surrounded. How about you? How are you going to feel today? Now it's a solid punch. And high pursuit by the Dwarves. Because quite frankly, 3 rerolls, they got nothing better to do. There's a solid punch. Uh-oh.
Feed them to the pigs, Harold.
And he's down and out. Well, there goes a valuable player. This is becoming quite brutal. Who taught these elves how to hit things? Yeah, he's going to burn the last turn out. He's not giving the Dwarves a chance to get this one. Well, that didn't work. You won't try again, Sunshine. There you go. Old Twinkle Toes himself has gotten away. And there goes the other one. Would you like to go 3 for 3? No? Alright, what can the Dwarves do about this one? Well, it's a usual favourite game, probably. Hitting things. Normally they excel at that, but unfortunately it looks like the elves have been paying attention and they've learned how to hit things too. Aye, Dwarves practicing fast art pursuit. Well, here they all come. And now, of course, to get the inevitable blitz in. Where do you think you're going? I made it. And it's a push. I give full credit for him even trying. It almost even did work.
On the reflex.
Elves do a quick little put away. It does work. And there you go. 1-0. It almost looked like the Elves were not going to get that one actually in there. But as I said, Cash could have called something's going in. That's a pretty grim tale already for the Dwarves. Well, that lad's going to take a bit more time sleeping that off. Doesn't matter how much beer you're giving him. So, Dwarves surprisingly discovering right off the bat they're actually already down players. You see that right, if you're counting it. Dwarves only down to 9 players, and the Pro Elves, believe it or not, are sitting at 10 players. Yeah, now it's a bad sign when the Elves outnumber you. And you're supposed to be the smashing team. Well, let's see if the fans can actually level this one up here. Good solid rock, that would be a good idea. Come on, lad, let's see what happens this time. 3 square, well... How'd you let go for that 1 turn score, but it's not happening, Dwarves. It's just not happening. Well, Dwarves might as well go back to what they do best. Couple of good punches. And I see the Elves have definitely stockpiled on some good armor.
I swear I will not kill anyone.
That's very unfortunate. Well, an injury is, and we'll take that one. Referee, Constable Ed, you're not paying attention much, are you? What are the Dwarves trying this time?
Holy shnikes, it worked.
Well, amazingly, the Dwarves have actually pulled off a completion. Even I'm impressed. Well, 1-0. 3 injured Elves. From the Dwarves' view, that's not a bad day's work. Oh, I need another drink of this stuff. Now it's time for the Dwarves to see, can they get right back into this? They have managed to reduce the Pro Elves down to 9 players. They've got the runner back. So now, finally, second half, Dwarves do outnumber them 10-9. So it should be good, sensible drive. And now we're going to find out, are the Dwarves going to try and win this game? Or just tie it up? And now you see one of the best skills you can actually give to a Dwarven runner. Well, now the riot shows up. Well, I guess the fans are extremely disappointed in the Dwarves so far. So, that the Elven fans are doing everything they can here to, force the game to be done and over with. Alright, lads, let's see what you can do here. Well, you can see here, solid play by the Dwarves, not taking a chance here. Let's try and secure the ball. Because, well, we all know elf dickery. Now you can see here the Dwarves are starting to develop their usual... what's the first skill? God. It's always sucking God. Because not like he needs to buy the other sucking skills. Well, 3 solid punches, 3 solid downs, and as we say, it doesn't really achieve much. Extremely disappointing, really. Alright, Elves, what you got? To push me, push you. Fine. And through Elf sense, he's just going to dodge away and bide his time. Now, merely at this point here, the riot does come in handy because, well, that just denies 1 extra turn driving down the pitch. And considering how slow Dwarves move, well, that could be just like adding a year, couldn't it? Now you can see here, very solid aggressive play here. He's turning the side, and it's going to force the Dwarves to spread themselves out even further. So here come the Dwarves marching down the field. As you can see here, any other particular skills they have here, Dwarves have had a wee bit of a rough start of the season. As you can see, only the 2 showing skills. kick-off return, and of course, the inevitable guard. Speaking of, push me, push you. And now the frustration of, Pro Elves and all this sucking sidestep. If used correctly, absolutely a diabolical skull. Here we go. Of course, some have said the Pro Elves are quite frankly the elves that no one else sucking wants. Well, I'm pretty sure based on this, the Dwarves clearly want them. They break so nicely. Dwarves are back to the usual push me, push you. In fact, they're actually going to take advantage of this turn to, quite frankly, shove the Dwarves back one square. And a good example of just how fast this elf team is, he's pretty much got the Dwarves surrounded. Of course, some would say when you get twice the speed of the Dwarves, that's not surprising. Well, he's got 5 more turns to go. Yeah, and finally gets around to the blitz here. Solid punch. Ah, there you go. His bell is rung. That's definitely going to help. However, well, there's the one he was helping. Can he make it 2? Nope. Uh-oh. This might not be quite so good for the dwarf. Well, he's lucky. It's only a stun. How about you? Push me, push you. Fair enough. Would anyone else like to play? How about you? There goes another one. And the final fisting of the day, push me, push you. But once again, the elves have succeeded in not letting the front line advance anywhere. Dwarves have a wee bit of a problem. And not just that they're bloody short. Now, Troll Slayer's gotten the work there using the frenzy, trying to clear all. And the Dwarves have discovered, well, they got no choice here. They might have to try and turn the flank. Of course, Milk turns faster than they do, and it should be pretty easy for the Pro Elves to actually cover this one up. Of course, mind you, the Pro Elf numbers have dwindled quite a bit here. They're down to just 8. So we're going to see here just how effective this Elf team is. Uh-oh. And yes, you can see it here. They've left a hole, alright. Let's pause it up and take a look here. As you can see, the Dwarves have started trying to turn the flank. But notice something interesting. Where's the guard? Let's control it up here. He's over here. So all he has to do, if he's willing to risk the business here, one die block, all he needs is actually block. So let's see how this one works out. Do the Pro Elves see it? Solid front line. Well, my educated guess here. Pro Elves do see the opening, but they're not falling for it. They've decided, let's keep the screen up, and let's just keep burning the turns out. This is going to definitely force the Dwarves to have to do something rather rash. And no, not drink wine. As you can see here, the Dwarves are once again extremely conservative. This is now going to force them to have to do 2 turns of solid driving. And this is not golf. That is a solid punch. He's got things somewhat marked up, but if you've pretty much convinced yourself, you've got no choice but to go this way. Risky block here by the Elves does pay off. There's the one. That's what the Dwarves are hoping for. Does he get it second time? But precious reroll. And we become 2-die smash. It works. And that is it, way too open. There goes the runner. Oh, thank you very kindly. There's the ball. Well, he's screened things up, but is he crazy enough? Elves have got 2 turns. Yeah, now you're about to see how desperate this dwarf team's about to get here. They've got to throw everything at trying to get this ball. And even then, even if they even get the ball, you're going to have someone in scoring position. So, 2 problems at once. As he remembered, he needs a player in scoring position. That's a solid punch. Ah, he's stunned for a while. Oh, sorry, gotta take another drink of this one here. And, well, the Dwarves have forgotten the basics here. You need a player in scoring position. Well, from the Elves' viewpoint here, now, all they need to do is get a player in a scoring position. And believe it or not, that's actually worked. Well, he's gone. One more, come on, one more. Not that way.
There's a touch of madness around here.
But there he is, all the rerolls used, but he's way, way away. And now the other one even gets away. Quite the dodgy team. No. Not today, Sunshine, not today. You don't get away with that many dodges. Well, nothing for it here. The Dwarves basically going to have to resort to their favourite little game, Punch the Elf. And see if they can get a wee bit of revenge here. That's good, solid hit. Down goes the lad. Another good solid hit. Down he goes. And that's it. Well, in he comes running. And there you go. 2-0. Well, there you go, out of the VGP Division there. Quite the stunning and interesting result there. 2-0 for the Pro Elves versus the Dwarves. It just goes to show you that sometimes it really does come down to you've got to be holding the ball. Guarding the ball is one thing, but actually holding it is something entirely different. And some days you've got to take that extra chance and actually go grab that ball. Because that maybe, just maybe, would have prevented the first score of the Elves and could have actually led to a Dwarven defensive score. But that's always the question about Blood Bowl. You never know quite what exactly is going to happen. Well, there we go, lads. Enough, bless your dice.